I have to start without my partner. Don't sit on the pig. Nanny and Bumpy are on.
Hi.
Say hi to Nanny and Bumpy. Ivy's here too. She's just sleeping on the couch. What else is new? She does move around where she sleeps, but she sleeps a lot. Huh.
Do you smell my bun?
Show Nanny and Bumpy the rolls that we made.
I already took a bite out of it. It's not gonna look nice.
Well, that's okay. Go this way. We made
Ivy.
Oh, the piglet wants some roll. We made some of the 2-ingredient flour yogurt rolls that Moore's Patch of Heaven made. We added some cheese because, healthy. And then we brushed them with garlic butter.
Sorry about that loud noise. This water bottle is not opening up.
Yeah. So it is New Year since we've seen you guys. It is the New Year. Having a little pig situation. Ivy wants your roll, so she's going to help. So I hope everyone is doing well and that 2021 has treated you all fairly decent so far. It has treated us well. We're getting back into the groove of...
She really wants it.
Give her a nibble.
I was planning on it.
That's more than a nibble. Oh my God, don't let her fall off the couch. We're getting back into the swing of a schedule. Right, back to homeschool for Chloe. We started school back up Monday. She loves it.
Totally.
And Eva does school too, even though her school's not quite as involved. Eva's in...
She's only done it once this year.
Let's not talk with our mouth full. Eva's in... Hey, Hometown Homestead. How's it going tonight? We have a piglet on the couch that's trying to attack Chloe for her roll, so... We need to get the food out of here. Yeah, okay. There we go.
She's going 7.
Yes. Maybe put her down. We like to have the piglet with us, but hi, Rosieside Farm. How's it going? Thanks for being here. So we were just saying we're getting back in the routine. Eva is in pre-K, homeschooling as best we can. Eva is a different kind of child. So as far as she just doesn't like to cooperate very much. She's 4, so... She does pre-K, and then Chloe's in 3rd grade. So we're doing a lot of fun. Hi, Edge of the Wild. Thanks for being here. So getting back in the routine, Matt started a new job, and it's actually a really cool one. He's working for a company called Afgatech, and their big product is AminoMax. It's a livestock feed supplement, actually, or a component that goes in livestock feed. And the mill is local. We didn't even know that this existed in our town. And so Matt's master's degree is in business admin, and he's got a bachelor's degree in accounting. So he's obviously working on the books end of things, but it's a small company. I mean, it's a big company, but as far as the number of people that work there, it's kind of small. And the pig's going crazy right now.
Oh my God.
Are you going to climb up?
The roll.
Are you going to climb up?
Oh no. I'm sorry. I gave you the last of my rolls.
Apparently she really likes the cheddar rolls we made for dinner. Did you like it? She wants more.
Oh my.
She's having a problem. Yeah.
Now
So.
her little
Hi Joyce, thanks. Or Jean, whoever's there. I'm so sorry to hear about Jean's mom. Joyce and Jean from Moore's Patch of Heaven are here, and they're good friends of mine, and their family suffered a loss, so I'm sorry for that. Hi, Eva. Thanks for being here. Oh, I'm catching up. Let's see. Auntie Weezer's here. Hi, Swarmstead. Thanks for being here. Nanny's here. We did give her the roll. We gave the pig the roll. We gave her like a bit of the roll, and
more than a bit. Jeez.
She's not happy with the lack of roll, apparently.
She's
Ooh, hello, Bomber Steve from Victoria, Australia. It's tomorrow there. Isn't that fascinating? He's watching us today. Very funny. So yeah, the new job is very cool. It's cool because he comes home. Hello, Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. We are, we have conversations that I actually am interested in. So he's learning a lot about the biology of it and the science behind a lot of the feed stuff they're doing. So that's okay. Can't stay long. I forget that I'm on. Hey, God bless your family. I'm so thinking about you, Joyce and Jean. I really hope that that things. I know they're not easy, regardless, but it's 10 a.m. in Australia. Bomber Steve said. So, anyways, guys, if you're the praying kind, please say a prayer for Joyce and Jean and their family. That's very cool that Jean's mom was able to be alive and with you guys for so long, but so hard to say goodbye. So I'm sorry about that. Hi from Sula and Ohana. Those are two of my nieces. Where's Alice? Doesn't want to say hi? The heck. We have lots of nieces. We have a family of girls. We were talking about this last night. There are, I think, 10 cousins, 11 cousins, and soon to be 12. And of the cousins, of course, one we don't know the gender yet, but there's 2 boys and the rest are all girls. And we're not, the boys are on the West Coast, so we've never met them. The girls have never met them, but a lot of the family is girls, which is pretty fun. Yes, lots of prayers for everybody at Moore's Patch of Heaven. We love you guys. So they are, if you guys don't know Moore's Patch of Heaven, they are like, Joyce is like a fairy godmother. Like if you had to cast someone as Glenda the Good Witch, Joyce would be your girl. Like she's just such a sweet person. She has such a kind spirit, and her husband Gene seems so nice and laid back, and they're just wonderful people. So they're a lot of fun. She actually taught me the recipe for the 2 ingredient rolls. We just added the cheese in because, you know, it's cheese and that's what we like to do. But if you haven't seen that video, she's the one who taught me the recipe for that. Bomber Steve says, I'm eating a traditional Aussie breakfast, toast with Vegemite. How's that for a cliche, right? So Vegemite is an Australian food that's kind of like, it's like a spread, right, Bomber Steve? It's like not peanut butter, but it's in a jar and it's a spread of some sort that they put on toast. But it's not sweet. I think it's more like, well, it's Vegemite. So
Veggie-like?
Veggie-like. It's called Vegemite.
I know,
or I'm not even sure I'm saying it right, but. Hi, Patty. Thanks for being here. Patty's on the West Coast, so it is probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon there, huh? I know when Adrian does lives, it's always like 9 a.m. there or noon here or 3 o'clock there and 6 here. It's very hard to keep up with. It's a spread made from yeast extract. It's very salty and savory, so not at all like peanut butter, but very cool. So that's like a traditional food in Australia. We'll have to see if we can find some online sometime or something for you to try. That'd be fun, right? Mm-hmm. Very cool. So, yeah, I've never had it either, and it doesn't sound great. Like the name doesn't sound like wonderful, but yeah, it does have an interesting ring to it. I'm not really sure, Patty, but we can't knock it, until we've tried it. So it could be cool. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Alice, my other niece, for saying hello to your lowly Auntie Meeps. I appreciate that.
Lonely?
Just a little bit
right
goes a long way, he's saying. So if we do get to try it, anyone, make sure that you don't overdo with the Vegemite. Americans tend to cover the toast, whether it's butter or jelly or peanut butter. We do a lot of slathering. So it would probably be a good tip to know to not put too much on, because that would be the American way, right? There's Adrian. I was just talking about you, chica. I was just saying to Patty how a slathering of Vegemite is not a good idea, apparently. So I was just saying how different the time zone is there. How you guys, it's like middle of the afternoon. Yes, Bomber Steve, you have to show us a video, because I don't even know what it looks like. I've seen jars of it, like on people's, counters or tables, but I've never seen the actual stuff. Yeah, for sure, Eva. I don't read the news. I don't watch the news. I know there's a lot of sad things. What's up, David Outdoors 74? My neighbor, kind of. But lots of craziness going on right now, and I don't want to say I'm an ostrich because that sounds irresponsible, but I like to say really close to home and
yes, me
in
too.
our bubble. Huh.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a jet black thick. See, I was thinking it was like light brown. Jet black is not at all what I had imagined. So thanks, David. I appreciate that. If you guys would hit the thumbs up, we appreciate that. Oh, that's super scary, Adrian. Holy bananas. What is going on today? Like, please, Lord, just watch over us. This is crazy. Yeah. I mean, when all of the pandemic stuff was getting crazy, I'm an anxious mom anyway, and I try not to be, but I just am. Like, I worry about the kids too much. And then the pandemic stuff hit, and I was like, I mean, we were not going anywhere. Like, we stayed on the farm. Yeah, bunker time is right, my sister. He's injured. I just had Dan shut the gate. Yeah, lock the doors. Holy Hannah. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. What are you doing in Syracuse? It was nice here today. It was like a solid 28 Fahrenheit. So we were outside sledding today, having a blast, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, well, seriously, last jeez.
Yeah, it's super slick. So the sledding was a little faster than I anticipated, and the kids were flying. But yeah. Patty was out of power for 3 hours because the car hit a telephone pole at 3 a.m. Then there have been shootings here in our city. Oh, gosh, Patty. Not good. Not good. Yeah, weird things, I guess, can happen in the middle of nowhere. And that's true. We had the last time there was like a shooter, an active shooter. It was not far from us in our area. So weird things can happen. Did you pick up Christmas trees because of work, David, or did you pick them up for like goats or something? Solid 45 here for 40 hours. So we're raining like crazy now. Yeah, we haven't been that warm, but it's been decent enough to bundle up and go outside and sled. And the sledding was super fast today. I was scared, but we survived. The kids had a blast. Ivy, not so much. A couple times she got mad at us for having her outside. Why would we have the pig outside? Who knows? Hello, how's it going, my Alabama Farm Life? Thanks for being here. You were picking them up in your town for work. Yeah, I know a lot of people use them, like give them to their goats. I'm just scared to take like donated trees because people put weird stuff on them, or what if an ornament gets left? I mean, there was an owl in the Rockefeller tree, for Pete's sake. Like, things can get stuck in there. So I don't want to.
What?
An owl. You didn't hear about that story?
No.
The tree that they cut down, it was from central New York, and David probably even knows where it's from. And the tree that got sent up to Rockefeller Center, or down to Rockefeller Center for the city, for the tree, they discovered that it got transported with a little owl in it, like a live owl. Yeah. So God knows what's stuck in the trees. You do it for the taxpayers. It's good. Sweeney's Creek Farm are going to be live with the Beehive Homestead at 8:30, 2 hours and 20 minutes from now. I can show anyone what Vegemite is if you want to jump on. Very cool. I'll have to remember that, Bomber Steve. That's so fun. Wednesday is a fun night for lives. And so usually after me is Old Reading Farm does a live right after at 7. And then at 8 is Mulberry Branch Farm. Both very super cool couples. Old Reading has like alpacas. I don't even know what the right. I kind of cringed when I said alpacas. That doesn't sound right. Ugh.
What? It is an alpaca.
Alpaca sounds better. Anyway, so yeah, it is. They have alpacas. I know the pig is totally snoring. They have alpacas and poultry and garden stuff going on. And then after them, Old Reading has goats. They just got their goats some cool toys. They did a video about it. So very, very fun. Pretty often they're usually those tiny, cute little guys. Yeah, I think it was a very small, like a screech owl or something. I was thinking of you. Please let everyone know I heart them, Adrian says. Well, I appreciate that, Adrian. I hope that you stay safe and nothing crazy else happens, because that's horrible. So after Mulberry Branch, make sure everybody goes and checks out Bomber Steve, because he's going to show us what Vegemite's all about. Do I have a mod to put in links? No, because I'm very technically unsavvy. The only reason I actually am on StreamYard is because Adrian showed me how to do it. Oh, yeah, exactly. No, because exactly. I haven't talked to Adrian about it yet, so until I get my how-to lesson, I'll figure it out eventually. I think I have to go on an actual computer, which I do. But the very rarely for YouTube stuff. I'm usually on the big computer for the Etsy shop. All my shipping and stuff I do from the computer, and then everything else I do on mostly this stuff. So, you're sore from a tussle with a billy goat. That sounds awful, and hopefully not stinky. I know our billy goat decided to be stinky again. So, 12 pet owls, barking owls, and barn owls are so cool. That's very neat. We're not allowed to have pet owls in the States unless we have like special licensing or whatever. Talk to you soon, Adrian. Have fun. Good luck. Stay safe. Craziness going on. No, I'm not. I don't have enough watch hours. Not even close, which is fine. I started the channel because I wanted the kids to be able to look back and see like them growing up and have it like a video like documentation of it. And we do other videos now, like educational videos and stuff, because people ask a lot of questions. But I honestly am not great at editing or any of the YouTubing, so I can't really say that I am shocked that I'm not monetized. I just am not. If I were to take it more seriously, maybe I would do better. But I shoot everything on my phone and edit on my iPad, and not great. So. Okay, let's catch up. You need a license here and not as a pet in Oregon, from what I know. Yeah. Chris is licensed. He does wildlife displays. Oh, that's so cool. So when when life was normal and we had fairs, there is a local guy that does bird of prey shows, and he has owls. Remember the guy that comes to like the Augustinian Fair, or even the bird of prey where you take a picture when you have it on your.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they're super cool. They're all about education. All their birds are like rehabbed from, they've gotten hit by cars or caught in trees or whatever. And you know what I mean? They need to be rehabbed for one injury reason or another. So they've taken these owls or falcons or whatever and helped get them back to good, but they haven't been able to release them back into the wild. So they do like educational displays at fairs and other school programs and stuff like that. And it's super cool. They let the kids hold them and everything. So you also rock, Eva. Thank you, my love. Hello, everyone. Hello, Full-Time Dream. Thank you for being here. If I missed you guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I still use my phone too. Honestly, I have it on me all the time. And especially like tomorrow's video, you're going to see that there is absolutely no way, given the hour of the day it was and the situation, that I would have had a camera on me. So, I just have my phone on me all the time for so many reasons that it's just easier to have that and be able to film whatever. So it works for me. I'm not complaining. I also like every time I have some extra cash and I think like, should I invest this into a better camera for YouTube? And I'm like, I would much rather have like X, Y, and Z or a Kuni Kun pig, or I don't know. It's just not like, I'm kind of frugal. And when I do spend money, it's got to be something I like, feel like I can't live without. And I feel like I can shoot fine on my phone for what we're doing. So it's fine. It's all good. I appreciate that, David. I like the word original. I've been called much worse, so I appreciate that very much. You're a reptile rescue volunteer for the Bendigo region as well. It's a great thing to do. That's very cool. My husband's into reptiles. I think they're interesting. We've had bearded dragons and what was Willis?
Also a bearded dragon.
No, Willis was I don't know. Oh, it's gonna kill me because I bought Willis for him.
We had frogs.
Thanks for being here, Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. I appreciate it. Have a nice dinner. Yeah, and I would think that's true too, Patty. Like the camera's got to get heavy. I did, however, I'll tell you, I am frugal, but I did buy after trying to shoot what will be tomorrow's video, I did buy a tripod for the camera or for the phone, so that when I am trying to do things that require two hands, like I was on Monday, which will be part of tomorrow's video, then I can set the camera up and shoot it without having to ask Chloe to hold the phone or something. So it'll be a little bit easier to do that. So I did invest in a very expensive $12 phone tripod. So it's fine. We do a lot of incidental filming on the phone. We only use our Canon M50 for yeah. And that was the camera I was looking at. I have a uncle on that side of the family that's big into cameras, and that's what he said to get, but I just can't make myself invest in it.
This message is
yeah. Yep. I think a lot of us do. It's just easy. It's what we have on us and it works. So You have bearded dragons like wild on your property. Is that what you're saying? That's crazy. I tried doing a live stream, but no one was showing up. So I said I'm good after doing a few chats. Well, yeah, and let us know. A lot of people, if you're going to do a live stream, there's the small, oh gosh, help me out, guys, with the group name that Sherry runs, the Small Homesteaders of YouTube or YouTube, something like that. And that's for smaller channels. And you can post on that page, unlike the Homesteaders of YouTube page. You can post on that channel like, I'm going live at this time and post a link. I do that every week before I go live just to remind people. Also, I do it on my regular social media. The farm has a decent following on Facebook. Unfortunately, if I had the following on Facebook that I did on YouTube or Instagram or anything, it'd be crazy, but it just doesn't transfer over. So I share it on the Facebooks, and I share it on Instagram and everything else. So I think that helps. And if there's other pages that you're part of that fit your niche, that allow you to post links like that, that would be helpful too to get people there. So, and let me know, like if you schedule one and you know about it, like when you're on my live, say something about it and I'll try to help, talk about it here also, but also, might share it on social media and stuff like that to help. So, Patty's attacking. I doubt it. I can't imagine. I don't know why people don't get tripods. I know. I'm getting one. I ordered one. It was $12. I'm getting it. So, yeah, that's exactly it. Chloe did some filming for me on the last video. She did a great job. She's a little older. So, yeah, I feel attacked, Swarm said. But it's just one of those things that it's like, you don't think of it. I've had different versions of tripods, but they did not work with the phone very well. They broke very easily. So this time I just got like the bendy legged tripod that'll hold my phone, and I'll be able to set it up when I'm doing shots that are requiring me to have both hands. So I get it. But yeah, working sheep and holding a phone is ridiculous. So I'm trying it. I got it. It's very cheap. I also set up my Amazon something account only because so many times people ask what we use, like the grow lights. I got a lot of questions about. And also, I need to clear something up because I got so many questions and so many comments. I felt awful about the plants that were growing downstairs. Those plants are definitely not intended to go in the garden. Like, we're not starting seeds now to plant in our garden in May because our final frost date is like May. It's the end of May actually. So we're not starting seeds for the garden right now. I got some grow lights and I wanted to see what they would do with the African violets, with some cuttings of houseplants and stuff like that. And then of course, because I'm crazy, I tried to start some tomatoes and other things that I intend to grow and keep repotting in the basement under the lights. I know that those won't go outside. It will be way too, they can eventually, but that's not the intention. So a lot of people were like, oh no, I haven't started yet or whatever. Those are not intended to be seed started for the garden by any stretch. And I felt really bad. And I tried to make sure that I responded to everyone that said something about that because I don't want people to think they need to be starting seeds right now. We're in zone 4A, so I will start seeds in March, probably like end of February, very early March. Right? A lot of stuff we direct sow. So it is just, I wanted to clear that up. M50, GoPro Black, still fine with a phone a lot. Yeah, I have a GoPro. I've just never used it. In fact, my daughter's boyfriend uses it for hunting more than anything. New models, the first models are going for a good price on eBay, and like, good idea. So that's a good idea. Always check out secondhand. Yes, Two Family runs that group. So, hey, Mulberry Branch. No worries. I'm just glad you're here. Yeah, Auntie Weezer started peppers today. You're in zone like what, 8? Whatever. Small YouTube homesteaders, David, is what we were talking about. And you'll need to answer some quick questions to be able to join. Totally worth it. Oh, and she tagged you, so you're good. You're trying to make hot water using compost? That'd be interesting. I'm sure it can happen. I was watching an old Justin Rhodes video the other day about a guy that feeds hundreds of chickens with just compost, and he gets like food waste brought in from schools and all sorts of places. And he had a jar of garlic he had put in the compost because it was black garlic. I'd never heard of that, but I guess you're supposed to keep it heated for a certain amount of time before you plant it. Thought it was interesting. Thank you. They do look cool. They look great, and I'm super excited about it. And I got a little overboard with planting different things that I really didn't need to. And I think that's what confused people and made them think that I was starting stuff for the garden. but those will not make it to the garden by the end of May. It will be too late. But that's okay. It's all right. I don't start seeds until April here, but you never know. Yeah. Yep. It's definitely, are we in the same zone, Eva? I'm not sure, but in New York, nobody's planting until May. I know I've started sometime, I put some seeds in the ground before our final frost date, things like kale or whatever that are colder hardy. Peas, they say to put peas in the ground as soon as it thaws. Am I boring you? Because I'm doing all the talking.
No, I'm tired.
I love you so much. Chloe had dance today, and she worked her little tiny dancer butt off after we went sledding, so you beat, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't blame you. Yeah. 7 something. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a great video. I don't know. It came up on my suggestions, so I checked it out, and I thought it was a really cool idea. And the guy that was doing it seemed super cool and quirky, and I love that. And the idea was he was feeding all those chickens with no actual grain. They were just, scavenging. So Patty's in 8B, and she doesn't start tomatoes until April. Place them to grow and recover. So yeah, I don't blame you. And that's what sometimes I do really good with starting seeds inside and transplanting them out. My hardest thing to do with seeds is to get them to harden off. Like for some reason, they'll look beautiful as starts, and then I'll start hardening them off, and then I'll kill them. So then sometimes we just have to go to seeds. And actually, if I buy starts from a store and direct sow, like tomatoes, they usually all catch up, and they're all fruiting at the same time anyway. So she is beat. My poor baby. She said, worn out child. That's okay. That's the way it's supposed to be. We made homemade noodles today. I learned that from Mandy at Royal Amethyst Acres. She posted a TikTok about making homemade noodles, and I was like, I've never tried that, and it looked super easy. And it was. And then what else? Oh, and then the biscuits I told you from Joyce.
You have TikTok?
I just watch them. I don't TikTok myself.
Oh my god.
All right, David, thanks. Have a great night. Thanks for being here. It's so hard because you just want to garden, and I get that, but it is way too. The pig is right here, sleeping. Let me see. Can you get her? Maybe I'll move the camera. I'll see if I can do this without making you guys sick. Can we show or no? Where is she? She's obviously bored with us. She's having sweet dreams. Huh, Ivy? She's just exhausted. She went sledding too, so she didn't want to hang out for very long. But hey, Pete's Little Homestead. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah, Ivy's passed out next to us, having sweet dreams of cheddar biscuits, I think. Yeah, worn out child and worn out pig. We're just working them too hard over here, huh? Yeah. So we're hoping that that's what I have to do too. I was telling my sister the other day, Ashley, or I'm guessing it's you, that I have to put a fan on it because I keep going down there and being like, and I feel like I'm blowing life onto my plants. But I need to put a fan on mine too. I think we have an extra little fan upstairs. Why are you laughing at me?
Because you said, I'm blowing your life into the plants.
I think that's what Weezer told me, so whatever. It's not my fault, but I definitely need to put a little fan on there, right?
I love you.
I love you. Are you so tired?
Yes.
Are you trying to leave me? Is that why you're kissing them?
No.
Oh, okay, good. Wasn't it you, Lex, I was talking to, and I was like telling you about how I blow on the seedlings so that they don't get too like wimpy. I just gotta plug in a fan, that's all. But I haven't had any trouble with the African violets. Are loving the grow lights, so I don't have, like, mine are little grow lights. They were there you go. Oh, Hannah has a little handheld fan. That's perfect. But the grow lights are not huge, but they cast like a decent light. If you guys have seen any of the last few videos, you've seen them. And So it's obvious the intention was for more like cuttings and trying to get the African violets and stuff to do well. And they have like there's one that I bought that looked like it was trying to die from a store that I sell consignment felting stuff, and I had to get it because I love the variety, and brought it home and was bottom watering it and everything, and it looks beautiful now. It's totally come back to life.
Which one?
That variegated one I got at North Country Store.
The purple one or the orange one?
No, the orange one's not an African violet. The one that's down cellar under the lights. The spotty one
Spotty one?
means it's variegated. No?
I don't remember that one.
Okay, you can take a soft paintbrush and brush. Oh, that's another idea. We could brush along the tops of our seedlings.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, why would you do that? We could just listen, Weezer. This is my sister making fun of me, Patty. So I don't know if you have a sister, like how it is, but they just pick on you. And another thing, my sister already started hers, but we ordered these trays from Amazon, and I'll show them when they arrive. And they are microgreen trays that you don't need soil for. So they will grow microgreens, and you don't have to like put soil down, plant the seeds and whatever. So you do use a cultivation paper, which is very inexpensive. And she already started sprouting her. Did you do broccoli or wasabi, Weezer? I'm not really sure. Spit on the plants. It's cool to have a pig as a pet. She doesn't smell. So let me tell you some secrets, because a lot of people have questions about the pig in the house. First thing is that she's house trained. She house trained faster than any puppy I've ever had. Like almost instantly. She's very food motivated. So she house trained very quickly. So she doesn't have accidents in the house. She does have a little gas, just like a pug or any other short-faced dog would. Any dog, really. But so she does have gas on occasion. So does my husband. So we still love him. And
I mean, I do too.
and if she does kind of start to smell piggy, which is a very distinct smell that I'm guessing just comes from like being a pig, we wash her. Like we throw her in. She loves warm baths. Loves them. I need to videotape it sometime, because I'll fill up the sink like halfway with warm water, and she just kind of sits in the sink, and I use baby soap and I just scrub her up, and she loves the bath. And it's super quick. She doesn't like flail around or anything. She just sits right in it and loves it, and she's so happy. So no, it doesn't. You don't smell her unless she's a little gassy. But yeah, she is a princess pig. She definitely. You can. Yep. Yeah. She definitely likes her warm baths, and she likes her beds and her blankets. If she can't find a human to cuddle, I don't know if you guys follow us on Instagram, but she kind of crawled on Chloe and was like half sleeping on her while Chloe was doing her homeschool reading the other day. She likes to cuddle, but if she can't find a person to cuddle, like if nobody's on the floor, then she'll go and burrow herself in a blanket or a dog bed. We have to leave blankets for her so that she has stuff to cuddle in. So I didn't tell you, but even some of the tiny seeds didn't fall through without the paper. Oh, that's awesome. So the seed trays that we got, I guess, are essentially for growing wheatgrass, but there's other varieties of microgreens that we want to try with these trays, and they have little holes in the bottom of the second layer tray, and so we were worried that the seeds would fall through without the cultivation paper. So she's saying, my sister she lives in South Carolina, and she gets her Amazon stuff in like 3 days. For us, it takes like 3 weeks, which is fine. Thanks for being here, Full Time Dream. You guys make sure that if you wanted to go check them out, they're on live after us. So check out Full Time Dreams live. They're usually live at 7, I believe. Thanks for being here. So I'm excited about that. Microgreens is something that we can grow this time of year that are super healthy, and I'm hoping that I get good at that. I ordered 5 trays. So I'm hoping that I'm able to grow a bunch of them, and you can, if I start 1 tray a day, then, for 5 days in a row, I'll be able to just kind of rotate through them and have a bunch of microgreens. We have a farm stand that is closed, like January through April. But when we reopen in the spring, that'll be something we can offer our customers right away, because it's not something that we have to be growing outside. So yeah, my sister said she started wasabi in hers. I got broccoli microgreens to start. I got a spicy mix. Did I get sunflower seeds too? I want to say sunflower microgreens. I don't know. I got a bunch to try out and see what works well and what we like. Because I'm pretty sure I'll probably be the only one eating them. But but we're gonna try and see how it goes. So yeah, I'm excited about it. It's just one thing that we can, grow and actually be eating this time of year. So I don't even think. Do you have it under the grow lights, Lex? I got my sister grow lights for Christmas as well, the same ones I have. So did you put the tray under the grow lights, or are they just in a window or something? I don't know. I would think that it would benefit them, like once they start to sprout, if you put them under the grow lights, the lights would maybe help them grow a little bit more. Full-time dream will have keto homestead with Jess. She's great. So they'll have them next at 7:00, right? Is that what you're saying? Very cool. I watch I watch from multiple devices on Wednesday night because there's so many people that are live, and I want to make sure that I support everybody that supports me. So you didn't put them under the grow lights, just have it in a window. That's awesome. We just pulled the last of our carrots a couple nights ago. Yeah, we pulled some late carrots. We had, I think it was November, we pulled some late carrots from our garden that had just got left behind. So we got those out. But right now everything is under snow and ice, and it'll stay that way till probably April, usually. So I'm just thinking microgreens would just be a fun thing that we could grow, that I could have. It might, but I'm running out of room under my lights. I'm going to get that shelf for them and order more. Yeah. Yep. So it's a problem. More, right? It'll be fun though. I'm excited. Sula and Ohana, I'm guessing. She's saying. My nieces, my beautiful nieces. Do you ever use microgreens to supplement your livestock? I see a lot of people doing it and have been thinking about. So I've done fodder for the chickens before. I can't remember I think it was barley. I used to do barley fodder. So, I don't know if you have them. I don't know how common it is, but the bulk food stores, like they're usually owned by Mennonite families, and they sell bulk flour and, baking items and stuff like that. So we have several near us, which is great. And I would get bulk bags of barley and soak it and then sprout that for the chickens, because it would grow really fast, really big. And I use Dollar Tree foil, like the foil pans that you get, like cookie sheets kind of, that had a little lip to them. And after they soaked, I would spread them out on that and cover them for a little bit. And then once they started really sprouting, take the cover off, and they would be huge in like a week. And I used to rotate that through for the chickens all the time. The problem is that when you're trying to do things like scobies and, crafts and cooking, counter space runs out. I have a big kitchen and I still run out of counter space. So let's say we usually have snow here in South Dakota, but it has been super mild so far. Yeah, climate change is weird. It's for January, we're never outside. I mean, I shouldn't say never outside in January, but usually it's bitter cold in January. So we were grateful to have a nice hour of sledding and outside time today. Smiley faces from your cousins. No room for my growing rack this year. Going through these. Oh, yeah, that's a lot, Patty. Totally understand that. It is just a season. It'll pass, and then you'll have room again. Fodder is so easy, and good paper bags on tray. Easy. Yeah. So it is easy. And I definitely have a huge basement. I could totally make tables down there and redo fodder. That's a pretty good idea, because God love my chickens. Are you all right?
No, I am very tired.
You and Ivy Pig, huh? Do you want to go sit down somewhere else so you don't have to stare? Okay. Tell everybody goodbye.
Bye.
She's so tired. So I should do that in the basement, because my chickens get scratch in the snow essentially every morning, and I throw them their scratch greens and sunflower seeds and everything out in the snow, because they like to be able to go out and peck around. But and that's when I run in the coop and refill their feeders and waters and everything. But I think they'd love fodder. Also, I'm not getting but like one egg every 3 days if I'm lucky. So I just, I would love to do something that would maybe increase their egg production And I think fodder would be maybe a good idea. So that's a great idea. Good idea, Ashley. I appreciate it, Mulberry Branch. I'm just catching up here. All right. So what else is exciting? We're talking about what we're growing. So plans for growth. What are you guys excited about growing for this year? I am excited about growing more food and vegetables. You've seen a chicken feeder with sprouting seeds and it had cover with lots of holes on the top, like a sleeve. The grass grows up through the holes for the chickens to eat, but can't get the full plants. Very cool. That's interesting. Who made that? I wonder. Do you know, Bomber Steve? I should too. I forgot about doing it. See, look at all the inspiration. All the chickens will be happy. Next week, everybody's going to be like, look at my giant tray of growing stuff. That's exciting. That's good for the chickens. I appreciate it. So I'm excited about doing that now. Thank you. We're going to try the fodder thing. I'm going to have to get more trays. I really want to go to the Dollar Tree, although it's unnecessary. So I'm trying not to go out too much, but I know they have a ton of plant things. Thanks, Steve. That'd be awesome. So I want to go there and I should get more trays for the foddering. That would be fun. So I'm hoping to grow more of the things, basically expand my planting space. We have to plant inside fencing, but that shouldn't be too hard to expand because I have 2 sections of fence and we don't really use a dog yard like I did when I had smaller dogs. We have a lab now and then Temple who lives in the barn. So cafeteria trays for like $1.49 on Amazon. That's a good idea. I'll have to check that out. That's a good idea. So yeah. So we're going to expand our planting and hopefully be able to offer more stuff. Now that I have the farm stand, I'll have another outlet for selling things. So at the farmers market, there's a lot of people that sell produce and stuff. And we're basically like more of the meat people at the farmers market and, wool stuff. So I want to grow more for us personally, more varieties of things. So, if I have extras, then at least I'll have the farm stand to be able to have as an outlet to not let those things go to waste. I'm not great at canning. I wish I was. I just need to figure that out. So we're going to look at ordering to pick up in store for Dollar Tree. The store here was not very well stocked yet for garden stuff. I did not know that was an option. Yeah, me either, Weeze. If you can do a Dollar Tree pickup, you just made my night, Patty, because I will be Dollar Tree picking it up. I have to start seeds in mid-February. Yeah, I think like I said, we can't put anything that's like frost sensitive in the garden until like Memorial Day weekend. So, hey, Gardening in the North, how's it going tonight? Thanks for being here. We just don't start anything. We don't put anything, direct sow anything except for like sugar snap peas until May. So that's okay. We started lambing on Monday. It was exciting. And we had a fun surprise. You guys can check it out tomorrow. We caught the whole thing. We were talking about having our phones on us all the time. And so it was kind of an exciting story. Eva had woken me up early that morning and insisted to go to the barn because there was a new baby. And I was like, I don't know, Eva, nobody's really due today. Like, it's probably not yet. It's probably too early. And she just was insistent. No, Mommy, we have to go to the barn. We have to go check. I think there's a new lamb. So finally, of course, I just conceded and got up and we went out and sure enough, we found a lamb. So I was totally surprised. He was silent, like he was already up and nursing. So he's not crying or anything. You couldn't hear him. All right, Patty, that's awesome. I don't know, maybe it's only in certain areas too, but if you can do it, that's awesome because I'm often solo with the 2 little girls, so I don't like to drag them through a bunch of stores, and it would be totally easy to Dollar Tree pick up. That'd be fun. So, so you guys will be able to see the new baby that was born on tomorrow's video and kind of what we go through when a new baby's born. It was really super perfect. It was born to one of our older ewes, so we named the ewes by the alphabet. This year is a G year, so the mother to this lamb, her name is Amber, which means she was born like 7 years ago. So she's not a first time mom. She's been around the block with having babies before. She had the baby up and dried off. I usually go out to the barn like right before bed, which depending on the day is like 9 or 10 for me because I'm an old lady and I like to read before bed. And so I go out and check the barn before I go to bed, and then I go back out around 2 a.m. or so whenever I wake up, go check on the barn, and then go back out in the morning to do chores. And that night there was nothing going on at 2 a.m. So sometime between 2 and 7, she had this baby, had him up, dried off, nursing. He's beautiful. Eva insists on calling him Tom, even though it's a G year, but it's a ram lamb, so he won't stay, so it's not a big deal. And this was not even the sheep that I expected to go first. Bertha is another sheep that looks very close, and she has not lambed yet, and I definitely thought she would be the one to go first, and she's still holding on tight. So we will see. We have several goats that are also looking very uncomfortable and ready to release their kids, but our Dollar Tree is in Watertown, New York. I don't know where Alexis's would be, but mine is in Watertown, New York, Patty. That is so cool. So excited to see how many sheep do I have. Hey Bushcraft family, thanks for being here. I have 32 ewes right now, and a few rams. We had lost a few in the fall. We had an issue with our feed company putting too much copper, and my sister is in Landrum. I think that's supposed to be, it says Laydrum, Weezer, but I think that's wrong. Landrum, South Carolina. But so we have 32 ewes. Like I said, we lost some with the copper issue from the feed company that we were using. And so we just retain, yes, Landrum. Lexi's having fun with her autocorrect tonight. We just retain our ewe lambs, our best ewe lambs that we want to keep, and that's how we grow our flock. We have bought ewes in the beginning, obviously. And if we do come across someone that's selling some really nice ewes that we love, we raise Southdowns predominantly, we will buy some. But for the most part, we grow the flock by just retaining ewe lambs. And then we bring in really quality genetic rams from all over the country. And right now we have one from Illinois and one from Wisconsin. And the Oxford ram is actually from another place in New York. I don't know. I've never heard of Kemp's River Crossing store, Patty. No, we have Watertown, New York is probably the closest Dollar Tree that we have. But it's okay. I can look it up when I get done. That's just cool to know it's an option. There's several Dollar Trees like in the area. I'm kind of in the boonies, so maybe one of them does it. Who knows? We'll check it out. I appreciate you looking. So we're just going to grow the flock until we outgrow it. This year we leased some land to cut more hay so that we could have the option of pasturing more. I think we're going to be continuing to do that. Just wondered, I hope it works out for you. I appreciate that, Patty. That's so cool. I didn't even know that was an option, so I'm grateful. The taxes in New York are awful. But, I mean, this is where I was born and raised. My husband's from Phoenix, Arizona. And he's big into fishing, lake fishing. So there's not a lot of fishing in Arizona. So, we stayed here close to my family. And oh, Hannah, I would hug you too if I could. I love you so much. You're so precious. Your playlist will be run this week. Let's also go. Thank you so much, Eva. I appreciate that. That's so sweet. But yeah, taxes are not good, particularly in the town that we live in. The taxes are pretty high. It's just something we have to budget for. And like I said, I would move to South Carolina to be near my sister, but I love my farm, so I'd have to find something pretty decent. So it worked out really well. We had a neighbor that had a hay field and he wasn't doing anything with it. So our other neighbor that cuts our hay was willing to cut that hay as well for us. And so we were able to get that extra hay this year, and then we could graze out more. And really, we don't get a second cutting usually. We have had second cutting hay in some years, but this year we were like super droughty, so it didn't happen. But luckily we were able to rotationally graze. So we were only feeding hay usually from November to April. That may sound like a long time, but it could be worse. So we put up about 900 to 1,000 bales of square bales of hay, and that will definitely get us through until, till we can get them back on pasture. So it takes some time because the ground has to absorb all the melted snow and dry up a little bit. The sheep and goats, one of the toughest things to deal with when you're raising small ruminants is feet. You have to be careful with their feet because they're not walking on like rocky stuff. I think it was Mulberry Branch again, my little superstars of the night. They had talked about how someone put some cinder blocks or something, especially for the goats. It's a great idea because the goats love to climb and play on stuff. The sheep do not, but that would help with them wear their hooves down, and then like having it around the watering space and stuff to help keep their feet worn down. So I would think that it would work for sheep as well if we put like something like some rocky stuff to help wear their feet down, because it just gets if their pastures are too muddy, they're standing in that all day, and then it just really hurts their feet, and they get sore between their toes. So it's not hoof wrap, but it's hoof scald, and so they'll still limp. And I apply LA200 topically between their toes to help that heal up and feel better, which is an antibiotic for sheep. And they do get better, but you still hate to see them go through it. So we're hoping to have enough hay. We should definitely have enough hay to get us through till when the pastures are dry enough and the grass is actually growing. Because if you put them out too soon, it just wouldn't work out great. So you had random basement rock all over for the goats up there. Yeah. Oh yeah, there are some rocky properties. We've got some crazy rocks in the pig pasture at the top of the hill, like rocks that we could not get out of the ground by hand. We would have to have a tractor or something. Ooh, that's a good idea. So Mulberry Branch is saying that they're going to put shingles on tops of their spools. So if you watch their last video, which you should, they got some gifts for the goats, and they're going to put like roofing shingles, which is very gritty, on top of them, so that when they go up there to play, the shingles will be like filing their feet down. That's an amazing idea. So like I said, if you haven't already, make sure you go check out Ashley at Mulberry Branch Farm. She's got some good ideas. They're raising goats, and they're another 4-H family, and I love that so much. So definitely support them. You can start by watching their live tonight at 8 o'clock. Go hang out with them. Don't have so much random stuff here. Should find. So yeah, the roofing shingles is a great idea, Weezer. Same as us for feeding time. Yes, their feet do not like wet. Oh, good. Interesting. Never heard of the scald. Thanks. Yeah, the scald is an issue we had. And it seems to be just like anything else. It's more, it seems to be a genetic thing that you can, if the mom has foot problems, then her offspring are going to have foot problems, and so on and so forth. But the biggest problem we have here is, if their feet get too damp, then my vet calls it foot scald, and it's like between their toes is red and raw. And so if they're super sensitive, as some sheep can be and some goats, then they'll limp. And so when you go to inspect, it's like, well, there's no problem. There's no like white line disease. There's nothing wrong with the hoof itself, but it's between the two cloves of the hoof. It's just red and raw. So sheep, it's not great to use copper tox because of copper toxicity. We use that on the goat feet. That works fine. But the goat or the sheep do not do well with too much copper. And so we apply LA200 to the center of their foot for a couple days in a row usually. And that will clear up the problems with the scald. So if you go to Home Farm Ideas channel, it has a video called Planting Chicken Grazing Frame, which has a frame and shows how he plants under the cover. The chickens can peck away as it grows. That is phenomenal, Bummer Steve. Very cool. So make sure my time is almost up, and I just want to make sure I use Udder Wash Iodine, all better in a day. Is that bad? I don't know. No, I don't think that's bad, Weezer. Iodine isn't bad. That's what we dip their belly buttons in, right, when they're born. But so I just want to rephrase that Old Reading Farm is going to be live after me in a few minutes. After that is, I'm really bad. There's one I always forget the name. I'm scrolling to see if I can find it. No. They were here earlier, and I'm forgetting. Old Reading, and who else is live right after me? Full Time Dream. There it is. I'm awful. I always want to say something else. Full Time Dream and Old Reading Farm are live right after me. Make sure you support them. And then thanks, Patty, for being here. I will have fun shopping. I can't wait. Old Reading, then Mulberry Branch, and Bomber Steve is going to be on after Mulberry Branch, like 20 minutes later. And he's in Australia, and he's going to show us what Vegemite is. So we all want to see that. Make sure you go check them out. You like the iodine too. Hometown Homestead, was that it? No, I already forgot what I said, but hopefully you guys didn't. I know it'll pop up on my notifications that they go live. So I will be on both. I usually watch one on the iPad, one on the phone, and it's a lot of fun. Everybody is a good time to hang out with, and I just want to make sure that I share that and that everybody, bye Patty, everybody checks in and hangs out with each other and check out we are the TB Hive Homestead. Okay, so Bomber Steve's name is not the one that you're seeing. So when you go to subscribe to his channel after this, which I know you all will do because you're awesome, the name of his channel is TB Hive Homestead. Duh, I highlight that, then you can all see that. And oh, I highlighted the wrong one. There we go. So make sure you check him out. I believe he said 8:20 our time, Eastern Standard Time. So like in an hour and 20 minutes from now, he'll be going live, and I can't wait to see what Vegemite is. And it's just great to support everyone here. I have so much fun hanging out with you guys and chatting with everybody. It gives me a nice little interaction without actually having to interact socially. It's great for a hermit like me. So I appreciate it. And it's really fun to chat with all of you. So make sure that you do check out. I think Bomber Steve is the only new channel that I saw in here tonight that I am not subbed to yet. So I'm going to have to go check them out. Hometown Homestead is another awesome channel with sheep. Who doesn't love that? I love that. I know we all do. So make sure you check them out. Tinker's wife, Patty's awesome. So Bushels and Peck is my sister. She does not do enough videos. So check her out and encourage her to do so. Eva obviously is amazing. Highland Homestead is my New York sister who is braving the cold. So, oh, it's a friend's channel that invited you on to his live. That's awesome. Well, we will check you out anyway. That's cool. We will be there. We'll check it out. And now I've got an Eva here with me too. Do you want to say goodbye and good night to everyone?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you everyone so much for hanging out with us. We had so much fun. Too self-conscious. Weezer, get over it. Life's too short. Okay? You can get on her, Alice Sula and Ohana. All right? So, anyway, that's all I have for tonight. And I appreciate you guys all hanging out with me. So, have a good night. God bless. Say prayers for everyone's safety and for Joyce and Jean and each other. And make sure you all check out each other's lives. All right?